Welcome back to Public Affairs on Peach. I'm Karen Greer. We are focused on fighting for our veterans this week. Atlanta-based Home Depot has a long history of supporting veterans. Rebecca Schramm tells us about a recent example.
A few people, 2 or 3 people stationed at each house.
Look for the people in House Proud shirts. We can help you out.
These are the Home Depot employees you rarely see. On this day, they've stepped out of the corporate office.
People get excited when they hear Home Depot's coming out and doing a project. Then they realize we're the finance team. They get a little anxious.
They're scraping, painting, and doing landscaping.
Do we need to dig the rest of this out or just...
It's all for 3 veterans who live on the same street in Atlanta's West Side.
The Army was very good to me.
Charlie Ruth is one of them. He's a disabled veteran who served 10 years in the Army.
Jumping out of a plane in 1970, I broke my left femur, which is my thigh bone.
He and his wife Carolyn were thrilled when they got word their home would get some much needed attention from the Home Depot Foundation and its army of volunteers.
They love to give back. They love to give their time and volunteer, and it's what we do, and we're proud to do it.
Same for their partners at House Proud Atlanta. You gather the volunteers.
We gather the volunteers. We gather the resources.
Hey, when you look around and you see all of this, does it make you feel good?
Yes. I love it. It is my life's purpose.
Thank you for letting us come to your home and invade it.
And thank you for coming and invading.
Right.
The Ruths are beyond grateful.
Something that I've been trying to get to, but I never did.
In Atlanta, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
Fabulous, and that's just one way Atlanta-based Home Depot helps American military veterans. And here to elaborate on this whole thing is John Ellington, one of the directors of the Home Depot Foundation. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. Pleasure
You
to
were
be here.
all smiles because you said those were members of your team. You knew
Absolutely.
who they were. This commitment from the Home Depot, though, is one that has gone on for years. Talk about why you are doing this.
Yeah, you know, veterans, especially veterans, are really close to our hearts. We have 35 to 40,000 veteran associates in our organization. And look, veterans, they sacrifice a lot for us. So we feel like giving back to them is the right thing to do.
Now, let's look at the force that we saw out there, that volunteer force. You guys call them Team Depot. How are the projects chosen for them to work on?
Very grassroots. I'll say we're very blessed to have a great sense of core values that our founders established with us in this company.
And those founders are?
Well, I think a lot of people know who they are, Bernie Marcus and Arthur Blank. And, you know, they really took the time to think about the values of this company, and one of those is giving back. So in every associate, it's a bit of a grassroots feel, right? Our associates come to us with projects that they've identified with nonprofits to work with folks in their communities, right? So it's them approaching us and saying, will you help us fund a project to really make a difference in our community? And we do it all the time.
Now, you heard us talk in our first segment about, you know, veterans. They make great employees.
Absolutely.
The Home Depot knows that better than anybody. Why is that?
That's right. Well, like I said, we have 35 to 40,000 associates at any given time that identify as veteran. And so we know them well. They're part of our group. And a lot of folks that work in our corporate office, they're veteran as well. So it's very simple for us to really get engaged with that population. It's the right thing to do.
And you have a big focus on disabled veterans as well.
Very true, very true. Since 2011, we've been focusing on veterans, and our philanthropy through the foundation has been doing that. We just hit $250 million in giving to veteran-related organizations that are serving disabled vets, combat wounded vets. And we really took a big effort to battle veteran homelessness starting back in 2011. That was really a national disgrace. And for us to be a part of that and give back to that community and try to get that rectified, we've made a lot of progress and it's been great.
That's a big part of our community. How are you helping the homeless vets?
Yeah, we partner with world-class organizations. We don't do it ourselves. As funders, we try to really identify great partners who are out there doing great work. Volunteers of America, the National Coalition of Homeless Veterans, the list goes on and on, US Vets, I could name a lot, that are doing, they're best in class. They're best in class.
And some of the things you've done, I know this past week you guys did an event outside Mercedes-Benz Stadium where you're building dog beds.
Lots of different things actually, dog beds being one for service dogs that are actually helping serve our veterans today. We're building playhouses for veteran families, for their children. A whole slew of volunteer activities that are going on right in the Home Depot backyard, which is right next to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. 600 plus folks are out there doing the work, so it's going to be fantastic.
We love that Home Depot is Atlanta-based and what you're doing around the country. Thank you so much for all that great work.
Thank you so much for having me. It's our pleasure.
All right, and stay with us. We're going to fill you up or fill you in on a group that provides service dogs, like we just talked to veterans, as Public Affairs on Peach wraps up. Thank you.